Whiskey time again. This is a bit different. Hello again, I'm Nathan and welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. So, as I said, something a little bit different. So Bulleit Bourbon, all the other ones I've done so far have been Scotch. I lay Scotches more than anything, but Scotch nonetheless. So, time to go for something slightly American. So this, really nice bottle. I do like the way it's embossed on there, that's really nice. Okay, distilled and aged in the Bulleit family tradition. Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Made using our family's high rye mash bill and pure Kentucky limestone filtered water. Can't even talk. 45%, so it's higher than a lot of average whiskies would be, which is quite cool. Ordered by the Bulleit Distilling Co., Lakeside Drive, London, blah blah blah. Okay. Yes. What is this? So 31.5 UK units in there, 25 ml, 62 calories, blah blah blah. Right, okay, so I'll put a little bit more information on the description about this. I've already taken the seal off, just easier. I love corks. I don't know why, I just think it's always nicer to have something that has a cork. So, let's see, as normal, it's a 25 ml measure, standard UK. Then everything gets measured the same way to make it fair and even and all that. Okay, now I have had bourbon before, obviously, things like Jack Daniels, that sort of thing, so American style. Jack Daniels is bourbon in it. Right, okay, let's coat the glass a little bit and get some of the smells going around. A little bit of agitation, not too much, just to get, once again, the fumes rising up a little bit so we can get good smell. Totally different to other whiskey. It's a lot sweeter, really sort of sweet smell to it. What is it I'm smelling? It's always kind of a brown sugariness to it, slight cherry tint. Not too much kind of strong ethanol alcohol type smell. It's really sweet smelling. It's the main thing I'm getting is just sweetness. Not quite maple syrupy sweetness, just the kind of brown sugar, that kind of thing. Slight tobacco-ness to it. So instead of like the peaty smokiness you get with the Islay whiskies and that sort of thing, it's more of a kind of a tobacco-y kind of smoke, very subtle, not a lot of smokiness to it. Which I'm assuming must be just the like oakiness maybe, because I don't smoke or anything, so the kind of smokiness is hard to kind of distinguish, but it's definitely kind of a woody smoky, but more along the kind of cigarette type thing rather than the kind of peatiness. It's like citrus. Yeah, definitely. Kind of slightly oranginess rather than lemon. Not orange smelling, but more of a kind of orangey citrusy rather than lemon citrus. So the kind of more sweet rather than the kind of tartness you get with lemon. Interesting. Let's see what it tastes like. I'm getting the citrusiness with that, definitely. And this kind of like citrusy oil kind of lingers a little bit. It does have a little bit of sweetness. That's quite unexpected. That's really citrusy. I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, brown sugar, citrusy. It does linger with a kind of citrus at the end. So it's got the slight sort of woodiness to it. It's not really the wood smoke. There's a bit of smokiness, but not a huge amount, just kind of like underlying, and definitely it's kind of woody oakiness to it. It really tastes the wood in that. That's quite interesting. But it makes quite a change from the other ones. So let's have a look, see what Master Malt say about that. So, okay, bride with orange zest, toasted oak, and vanilla. Maybe vanilla, I'm not so good with vanilla. Palate, further orange notes followed by some warming winter spice and a hint of tobacco leaf. Finish smooth and spicy. I got most of that. The vanilla I think it got overpowered by the kind of the sweet brown sugary notes of it and the citrus. That's right with the orange. That's quite nice to know. Okay, so as always, a little bit of water, so just enough to see if it does anything. It might bring out the smells and the flavours a bit more. It may just kill it. There's a lot more orange. It's not a sweet smelling now. There's a lot more orange to it. Not a lot of smokiness and kind of woodiness to it as much. It's mainly citrus. That kind of orange peel, definitely. That mellowed out a lot. It's got the alcohol finish now. Yeah, it does when it's kind of the slight sweetness and a little bit of orangeness to it. Not quite vanilla though. It is just kind of sweet flavoured orange and then kind of ethanol, and then it kind of finishes with more kind of alcohol flavour to it. That was quite interesting. Very interesting. So let's get these two lined up because I want it to settle in the ice for a little bit. Let's have a look. Okay, so one with the ice and one with the Coke. And while I'm here, I'm doing one in the coffee as well. I'll give that a minute to settle and get some flavour. I'm using my Ember mug from my previous video. This is why I made another coffee, because I'm doing videos back to back. Makes sense, look. So I'm going to put that down there because this isn't very stable. Okay, I'm going to let that. No, the ice. Yeah, the ice. Throws itself to the glass a little bit, okay. Very citrus again. Not as a sort of woodiness to it. A little bit of wood. Not a lot of smell to it. It's just kind of citrus and that's about it. Doesn't smell much alcohol. That got really, really bitter. It's like chewing on orange peel. Wow. That took all the sweetness out of it. You get the kind of the tingling of the alcohol and just kind of like bitter orange. That is unusual. I did not expect that to happen. Okay, so classic bourbon and Coke. This should hold up quite well. That's what you expect. It does give it more of a citrus than I was expecting. Things like Jack Daniels, you can taste the Jack Daniels certain amount as you can, but it's more of the orange peel coming through more than anything else, which is quite unusual. I wasn't expecting so much orange peel flavour. It's really nice as well. I quite like it. Most of the other whiskies I've tried have kind of given a kind of fresh crispness to it. This has given it more bitter undertones. Still quite fresh tasting, I guess, you know, the citrus. But it's moved away from the fresh, crisp apple to the kind of orangey citrus, but quite bitter. Which I was not expecting it to be quite that bitter. Well, let's stir my coffee a minute. Now I know my coffee is going to be a good temperature. I'm using my Ember mug, so it's at 59.5 degrees Celsius. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. 140 or something, I don't know. I don't do Fahrenheit. Anything to smell? I can't smell much. It's put the bitterness in it. Considering black coffee is quite bitter anyway, it has put kind of a citrus bitterness to it. Slight alcoholic flavour. You can tell there's alcohol in it, just kind of like the finish, just when the coffee goes you get kind of like that little bit of aftertaste of alcoholness to it. So there's no sweetness at all. It's completely bitter, which I don't mind because I like black coffee, so that's really good. Haven't had much bourbon in coffee for a while. Obviously Jack Daniels, because you put in pretty much everything. That's quite interesting. Let's go back to the original. with a bit of water in it. It's mellowed out again now. Now the water has time to kind of combine, because you get the initial chemical reaction which kind of separates out the oils and so on. So it basically separates out what can be soluble in water to what isn't. So it kind of mixes up and it kind of separates it all out into the oils and so on. So you get the different components when you taste it and smell it. But now it's kind of all settled down again. And it's back to sweet orange. Yeah, that's gone more like it was initially. It's definitely got the bitter orange aftertones to it, which I was not expecting from it. That's quite nice. I quite enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to doing more bourbons, and I should do some other ones. Maybe I'll do an Irish whiskey next time. I've got a bottle of Jameson ready to go. So next time, let's do Ireland. So that'll be Scotland, America, Ireland next. So please come and join me again next week on Whiskey Wednesday, where I'll be doing the Jameson. Hope you enjoyed and you found it interesting, maybe informative. Who knows? Let me know in the comments. It'll be quite interesting to find out what people think. So please subscribe, like, click the bell icon so you know when I've uploaded something else, and tell some people to come and visit as well, because why not? Maybe fun. Thanks anyway. See you again soon. Bye bye.